Oh, it's lights on. Hi, guys. Hang on, I'm just going to put my other light on. Wait a minute. Oh, shush. That's bad. That's better. He's here. That's not good. I'm going to put this light. I won't go in my eyeballs. Who's here, guys? Hello, hello, hello. So I'm just trying to sort this light out. I don't know what to do with it. Strange. Ow, ow. It's like my hip bone. Ah. Hi, guys. So I'm trying to sort my light out here, guys. Should have done this before I started. Would have helped, wouldn't it? Who's here? Nat Cohen. Hey, Loz, we'll be driving by the time you get here, so I thought I'd update you. Accidentally met a new guy from the new group of friends, but while out with them, one of them know about SP1, asked about him. He said, he's not for me. I didn't get triggered, just said, we're having a breather. That's all right. I still have genuine feelings for SP1. SP2 is funny and very good looking. He has been texting and calling since Saturday. Now I'm on my way back to his house for dinner. I haven't planned any of it and haven't felt anxious. Well, Nat, give him a go, darling. He sounds great. Hi, Kurdik. Hi, Loz. Been working on my triggers and affirming I am prioritized, chosen, loved, etc. consistently for over 2 months, and I'm starting to feel more confident in myself, but feeling sad because I feel as if I'm becoming energetically distant from my SP. Realized I've been operating on masculine energy and I've been the one always pursuing, but I'm really struggling with just sitting back and affirming to feel good about myself whilst the 3D remains stagnant. Know that 3D just reflects my beliefs, but I feel good about myself in general. Any advice on how to overcome this and get the 3D to start catching up? Love your content, rants. Look, guys, you can start shouting at the 3D and say catch up, but look, you've just got to start believing that it's working. Looking at the 3D and hoping it catches up and wanting to see evidence of it catching up is kind of a catch-22, because you're kind of trying to believe in the unseen, but you're also wanting evidence, right? Which kind of goes against everything you're meant to be doing, which is believing the unseen, okay? So what I want you to do, so I'm about to sneeze, but what I want you to do is imagine it's working, that all the things you're doing are working, and you're not going to be in your masculine energy anymore, and all the work you're doing on being chosen enough is working, and they're going to come towards you. You just have to really believe in yourself, guys, more than anything. You've got to believe in yourself more than you believe in the 3D, to be completely honest with you. It's yourself you have to believe in. It's you have to change. And if the 3D isn't showing you what you want yet, you haven't changed you enough yet, or it's slow. One of the two. It's either you or it's slow. There's no other answer. Hi, Taekwondo. Hi, Moonchild. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Love. Hi, Aries Princess. Hi, Nix. Hi, guys. Hi, Joey. Hi, Subin. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Davina. Hi, guys. Well, it's a question before I said hello. Hi, Loz. Hi from the UK. Oh, Nix, part 1. Loz, I've been doing your morning manifestation and manifest everything you want. Meditation, wonderful. And it all clicked today. Our manifestation is literally right there in another reality. All we need to do is affirm and persist. Part 2, persist until it comes into our 3D. It's there. We just have to believe it and it will come to us. There's always movement. Look, guys, it's the believing it's already there that's the key. Just what you said. I've done a few things on my manifestation journey where I have not believed it's there, have pushed things in the 3D and really fucked things up by pushing things in the 3D but not believing it's there. Because if you push things in the 3D, if you go and contact them or ring the person up about the job or not trust that it's yours or whatever it is, and you push it, you're not actually believing it exists, which is going against everything you're meant to be doing. So what you just said there is exactly right. Our manifestation is literally right there in another reality. And all we need to do is affirm and persist until it comes into our 3D. Exactly, darling. It's there. We just have to believe it and it will come to us. There's always movement, Nix. That's perfect. It's exactly right. And I forget that a lot. I forget that it already exists. Sometimes I think of things in terms of like, oh, I'm creating it. No. It's already here. I keep having to remind myself of that. Something we all have to remind ourselves of. I don't say it enough in my lives. Hi, Loz. Took some bad advice from my sister and then I reacted to 3D and vomited my insecurities all over my SP. I feel so dumb. How do you overcome feeling like you have everything up? Look, Amy, you didn't. Just imagine he loves it when you're vulnerable, that he loves it when you tell him how you feel, that all it was you being vulnerable and telling him how you feel. It wasn't your insecurities. You weren't insecure. You were literally just being yourself, and he loves that about you. Say that. Not the opposite. If you start saying, oh my God, I never should have done that, I made a huge mistake, I fucked this up, it'll be like that. And that's how he'll react and he'll block you or something, right? If your dominant belief is, I fucked this up, I shouldn't have done that, the outcome won't be pretty. I want you to not think that way. Nancy, hey, I'm a little impatient for some reason and keep saying he's in love with me. Well, that's fine, Nancy. What's wrong with saying he's in love with you? Just dial down the impatience a bit. Hi, Julia. Hi, Esther. Mariana, hi, Loz. Manifest my SP back, but he left because my self-concept is horrible. Can I manifest him again? Oh, Mariana, of course you can, darling. We've all done that. Don't worry. That's why I bang on about it so much, because I've done it so often. Okay, you've just got to really work on it. And if your 3D isn't showing you yet that they're back, it's because you still need to really work on it. I know I really need to work on mine. Mine is suffering at the moment because I'm spending too much time looking after everyone else and not looking after myself, honestly. Okay, so really go hardcore on it, please. Morning, Loz. Hey, Loz, I finally got to hear you. No TikTok in India. Oh, no TikTok in India. Really? Can I revise an exam that didn't go well, or is that not possible? Yes, darling. Imagine you got the grade you wanted. Imagine they made a mistake. Imagine getting the exam back and getting the mark you want. I aced that exam. Of course I aced that exam. So that. I walked into a guy who looked identical to my SP, almost stopped and said to him, this is freaky. Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. Hi, Brittany. What are you doing here? It's the middle of the goddamn night. Hi, my queen. Yes, I'm awake. My sleep schedule is all out of whack. The dancer guy is taking off Friday from work and is coming on Thursday. I took your advice and he said he wanted more time with me. Oh! He's so cute too. I want to know Justin Bieber stories. Question. I've many before felt physically sick and really annoyed with SP after a while of doing 80% and 20% personal night affirmations. I know everyone is you pushed out. It's like my ego is trying to make me feel hate. Yep. Guys, sometimes doing the self-concept is so fucking hard on you because your brain is constantly trying to fight you back. And I don't want to say that because it's like I'm manifesting that for you guys. But I mean, Dylan James says that at the beginning of his goddamn tapes on the tape. And so it's basically making everyone who listens to Dylan James' tape have nightmares and feel sick because he says it before you fucking do it. I don't say it on my tape because I don't want to manifest that for you while you're fucking sleeping. But sometimes it does happen. Just accept it and know it will go away. Hi, Loz. I've been confused regarding affirmations. Some say that if the affirmations are repeated while not being in the state of having the desire, it's just nonsense and it implies lack. What are these fucking idiots talking about? Darling, to get into the state, you need to think new thoughts. It's pretty impossible to just decide to be in a state without first having a thought. Who the fuck have you been listening to, Ellie? Or Al? Darling, to get into a state, you have to think yourself into it. The way to do that is to affirm. I don't know what fuckwit you've been watching, but you can't just go like that and be in a state. Oh, I'm married. What do you have to think about being married? You have to think you're married. Stop watching whoever the fuck that is. Do they not understand to first feel a feeling, you have to think a thought? To first be in a state of being, you have to think you're in it. Who are these fucking idiots? Guys, you've really got to be careful who you watch. There are some fuckwits who are teaching you a whole lot of wrong shit. How do I get into the state, bitch? Oh, well, you've got to think your way. Oh, I have to think, do I? That's what an affirmation is, you dumb. See you next Tuesday who's teaching people wrong. Get off TikTok, get off YouTube because you're as dumb as shit and you should not be talking about things you don't understand. Who are they? Who's that fuckwit you're talking about? Because they're obviously a fuckwit. Who is it? Can't be anyone I tell you to listen to because everyone I tell you to listen to isn't a fuckwit. Who is that, darling? Tell me. They're an idiot. So we all know not to watch them. Davina, Loz, SP and I haven't talked in almost a week. I know I created this with my own thoughts, yes, but I know he is in love with me and chooses me. Problem, I keep worrying about him not reaching out. Guys, look, they're not reaching out. Just give it good meaning. I know it sounds stupid saying you fell down a well, but if that helps you, have an image of him being down the bottom of a well, losing his fight. No shit. If they've blocked you, I want you to imagine that they're so fucking in love with you, they can't stand to see what's going on in your life. If they haven't rung you back, they're in traction in hospital. I don't care what the fuck the meaning is you give it. Give a good meaning. Don't you dare worry about him not reaching out, because the more you worry, the more you're creating that state of worry, and the more your brain will go, oh, you want him not to reach out? Oh, we're really worried he won't, and then he won't. Hi from Bulgaria. Oh, because I typically reach out first. Well, stop that. Just fucking put the phone down, Davina. My tip is put the fucking phone down. I feel like since I've been affirming, I've become more self-conscious and insecure. Yep, it can happen. The other day, my brother's friend came over and I was super anxious about hanging out with them because I thought they wouldn't want me there. Guys, sometimes it'll go backwards for a little bit and you'll start feeling insecure. Thoughts come up because your brain is trying to stop you from affirming. It doesn't fucking like it. It wants to stick to the script. So don't worry about it, darling. I'm making conscious effort to stop these thoughts, but I was starting to spiral a tad. We'll fucking stop that. Hi, Alexi. Taekwondo. If I don't resonate with some self-concept affirmations, does that mean I don't have that self-concept issue? Yes. Or that I'm avoiding it. Well, if you don't resonate with it, it doesn't feel like you, why the fuck are you saying it? For example, I'm chosen. I've never felt I wasn't chosen. So when I affirm, I feel annoyed. Well, don't fucking say that then. But if you're feeling annoyed because you actually get rejected a lot, you don't feel chosen by people, and your brain is fighting you saying that, that's different. Do you get rejected a lot in relationships? Do relationships not work out for you? Do you assume people don't like you? Do you assume they aren't going to work out? Do you assume you're not the girlfriend? Do you get friend zoned a lot? Do people break up with you and not choose you and choose others over you? That's a not chosen issue. And the reason why you're feeling annoyed is because your brain doesn't like it. Look at your state of relationship. If people constantly leave you, you've probably got an abandonment issue. But if people actually reject you and don't choose you, and there's always third-party situations or them just choosing other girls over you, it's probably an I'm not chosen situation. You've got to look at your actual situation and think, what is my 3D past tell me about my thoughts? So what is your relationship history? Because I'll tell you exactly what your fucking issue is. Hi, Loz. My ex and I are both on a dating app. I've noticed that he has looked at my profile twice in the last few days, but still no contact. This is Birdsville and love you, Loz. And thank you. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Misha, he's looking at it, but he's not saying anything. He's just checking that you haven't talked to other guys. Why is he looking at it if he's not interested? Give that excellent meaning, darling. Give it the meaning that he wants you to know that he's looking. He wants you to think about him. It's his way of getting you to think about him. Just think he's going to contact me any day now. In fact, he'll just contact me on my normal number. I pulled over just to listen to you, Loz. You're changing my life. Thank you. Oh, Alexi. Loz, I've had an argument with my SP. I'm not willing to give in. I want him to come and apologise. I keep affirming, but sometimes I get angry again at his words. Oh, God's sake. Yes, men like if you can show your vulnerability. Yeah, well, you're not showing your vulnerability if you're having a fucking argument with them, darling. You're doing the complete opposite. What is vulnerable about having an argument? An argument that's vulnerable sounds like this. I don't feel good right now. I feel sad. I'm feeling confused. I wish we could communicate better. I don't understand what's happening here. I'm going to go now. That's a vulnerable argument. A non-vulnerable argument is, you're hurting my feelings. Why are you doing this to me? You're so fucking mean to me. Why do you treat me like shit? I don't deserve this. Are you doing that in the argument, or are you being vulnerable and expressing your feelings and not blaming them for the way you were fucking feeling? In your first statement, you're saying you're blaming him about how you're feeling and you're angry at him. The second statement is true. Yes, men love vulnerability. Well, you're not showing your vulnerability at all, which is how you're getting in an argument. So go fix that. It's not just like I feel I don't want that. It's proper hardcore in the direction I know I shouldn't cause everyone you pushed out, also cause it redirecting me from living in the end mind. Tony, what the fuck are you talking about? It's not just like I feel I don't want that. It's proper hardcore in the direction I know I shouldn't cause everyone you pushed out. Well, you can't help it. It's redirecting me from living in the end. What is? What were you talking about? Guys, if it's redirecting you from living in the end, you just got to get back on top of it. You've got to take control of your mind, guys. You can't let it take over. Whatever's happening, don't let it take over. 3P doesn't bring feelings of jealousy anymore, as I know I'm better than her, but she makes me so cross how she treats SP, not sure what this is reflecting back to me to work on. Well, you're probably thinking, I treated him better. He doesn't deserve this. He's such a great guy, and you got him on a fucking pedestal still. Take him down. And you're not feeling chosen by him. Good morning, everyone. Oh, hi, Paula. Loz, you're the one that got me to this realization. Well, good, Nix. Yes, saw that one. Esther. Hi, Loz. I seem to have a real shift. I'm feeling much calmer about SP. After one reached out, it got blocked. I can see how after I reached out, it got blocked. I can see how I manifested it, but set the intention and within 2 days got unblocked. Oh, good, darling. Good. Yeah, when you get blocked, that sucks. Just imagine you're unblocked. Wonderful, done. What did you affirm? Tell us what you affirmed to get yourself unblocked, darling. My SP told me he'd get my stuff after the holidays. Still haven't heard a thing. I really want a relationship with him again. What should I do? Don't worry about the getting of the stuff. Just see yourselves in a relationship, darling. And then the stuff thing is irrelevant. It'll come about another way. It might come and ask you on a fucking date. Just leave the stuff there because you'll be going out. Who cares? But I know he's in love with me, chooses me, like he's definitely thinking about me. I just miss talking to him. Guys, of course you're going to miss talking to your SP if you're in no contact. Just plow through it with your new thoughts, okay? Meanwhile, I'm being really tested and affirming I will not get COVID from my positive tested 4-year-old. I'm just imagining that doesn't affect you, darling. It does not affect me. You start thinking it'll affect you, you fucking get it. Because I realise a lot of my problems stem from the fact that I'm scared to let people in and get hurt like when I was a kid. What should I affirm? I know I'm never going to get hurt anymore. I'm not that girl anymore. I know now the people I love are never going to hurt me. I can trust them now. I can be vulnerable. I can be myself. I know I'm not going to get hurt anymore. Hi, Amy. Hi, Joey H. I'm having a wonderful relationship with my boyfriend, but too often have old fears about third party of 1 year ago kicking in. I know it's my subconscious not being used to be loved. Any advice? Look, guys, if you're getting old thoughts, but you're having a lovely relationship, just stick to the wonderful relationship. And anytime you have the thought, try and affirm against it. No, he's here, isn't he? He chooses me. I am chosen. That bitch doesn't affect me. She's irrelevant to me. We're together. Look at us together. So wonderful. Look at the evidence of your great relationship and keep reminding yourself that you're chosen. Loz, please take time for yourself. Yeah, I fucking needed it today. I tell you what, I had a day. Hi, Loz. What are good affirmations for SP to be more vulnerable, to open up more to me? He is conforming slowly and I'm happy. I just want to keep it going. Just say he's constantly telling me his feelings. I'm his soft place to land. He loves talking to me. He talks to me more than he talks to anyone else. He expresses his feelings all the time to me. Hi, Joe. I'm just about to leave for school. Oh, I took more bad advice and got on a dating app and found my SP. Well, guys, if you find your SP on a dating app, isn't that a good thing? There's no third party then. They're just fucking some bitches on Tinder. Who cares? Just look at them on the dating app and think, no one wants this balding guy who's got no money. I know what this guy's like. Who wants this fucker? He's got no money. He's fucking insecure. Who wants this dickhead? No one. He's really shy. Think that. When you see them on a dating app, guys, think, I'll be getting way more attention than him. You know how few bits of attention guys get on dating apps? Unless they're super good looking, it's a struggle for them on dating apps, guys. Go and ask your brothers. What's a dating app like for a guy? It ain't easy. When you're on Tinder and you're a girl, you go, no, 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 no. Guys go, yes, 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 yes. Just in the vain hope that one of them might click. Give it that meaning when you see them on a dating app, guys, that you're getting way more luck than they are, because that's how it works. Unless they look like fucking, I don't know, Liam Hemsworth, they're not getting much attention. Trust me. I'm really focusing on myself and my self-concept. I feel like I love myself again and see how important I am. Now to just keep reminding myself relationships are safe and easy for me. Oh, wonderful, darling. Relationships are safe and easy for me. Of course they are. I've always had wonderful relationships. Everyone's always been so beautiful to me in relationships. I've always been so beautifully. Affirmations to find a boyfriend/husband. Well, I love my husband. My man is so beautiful to me. I love my man. He treats me so beautifully. We're so perfectly matched. We got together so easily. It was a whirlwind romance. Imagine you had him already done. I got scared yesterday. Something in the past that came up to threaten my relationship. I feel like hell. Nothing went wrong. I want SP to pursue me. How can I trust that? He's acting cold again. Okay, so if you've got threats of the past, darling, and he's acting cold, you're still fearing about it. So I want you just to see you and them together as strong as ever. Him coming towards you. He's coming towards me. He's constantly coming towards me. Fucking affirm like a bitch. Yes, I'm giving it a shot and going with the flow. A lot of similarities with SP, lol. Oh, really, Nat? Hi, so you recommend a coaching session for specific affirmations for your situation? Well, I don't do coaching anymore, guys. I will do group coaching soon, but I don't do it anymore. So you recommend a coaching session for specific affirmations for your situation? Well, I need to know what your situation is right here, and I'll tell you what your problem is. And then you'll know what to affirm. I'll have to send you some of his dance videos. I'm excited to see him after 5 years. I'm working on dropping that old story that he just wants sex. I want SP, of course, but a little fun won't hurt. Just don't worry about the sex part, darling. Imagine he wants to hang out with you. He loves you. Hanging out with you. I keep affirming. Hang on. I'm in Perth too. Oh, are you telling? Hang on. How long does the session go for? I don't do them anymore, guys. Sorry. Hang on. Oh, God, I just lost my place. I kept affirming that SP has no pride or willpower when it comes to me because he never reaches out first in the past when we fight, and I don't want to reach out even though I know he'll respond between being 8 months. Well, stop saying he's prideful. Get rid of any inclination in your mind that they're stubborn or prideful, darling, and of course he'll reach out. Say that. Loz, Sammy, and Kimberly is only for me. Yes, guys. I'm having intrusive thoughts. That's just negative thinking. And images of our house being put up for sale. We rent. What can I do to deal with it? I affirm that our landlord loves us. They want us to live there forever, part 1. Where are you getting that from? And visualize signing a lease for the house in 2025. Just say I live here forever. They would never put this house up for sale. They love me. Why would they want to sell it? They don't want to sell. They're going to rent this forever. Why are you affirming that? Why are you thinking that in your mind? Where are you even getting it from? You're just being paranoid for nothing. Just say, God, we live here until we want to leave. They say that this is what Neville says. Loud repeating of affirmations is more often than not effective. What he means is this. John and I happily married, 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 John and I happily married. 369, 369, 55 by 5. That's what vain affirming is. But saying, John and I are happily married, or thinking. That's what Neville says to do. He says, don't. I don't know. Fuck, Ali, who the fuck have you been listening to? You really need to watch my videos. You've been listening to some fucking idiots who don't understand Neville. There's a lot of people on here and on TikTok who think they understand Neville and they don't understand that he didn't mean that. He meant vain affirming, which is what LOA fuckwits teach you to do. Ali, whoever this fuckwit is you've been watching, or fuckwits, tell me who they are, because they're not who I recommend and they're talking a whole lot of crap. That person, whoever you listen to, does not understand Neville Goddard at all. Who is it? Bet you it's not anyone I recommend. Tell me who it is, because whoever you listen to is an idiot. Or you've misunderstood them. I've not been thinking affirmations as much with uni, etc. and a down day. I know I'm still good and we start strong today. Oh, good, darling. Well, start strong today, absolutely. I've been affirming an apology from SP a couple of weeks ago, and this guy who works at Kmart had the same name as SP, kept apologising to me for no reason. Oh, that birds of a land, absolutely. I saw your video about feminine energy and it makes sense. But what if my SP and I are both girls and I've been masculine one energetically? Should I still pull away when she's the more feminine one? Well, no, if you're in the masculine energy in a gay relationship, then stay in the masculine energy, darling, and let her be in the feminine energy. But that means you're constantly going to have to pursue and be the doer. So it's up to you. If you feel more safe stepping back a bit, you can both be in kind of feminine energy a little bit. One of you will step up. But one of you is always in one or the other. Hang on, guys, let me scroll down a little bit because I'm going to lose my place in a second if I pull it down too much. Hi, Loz, not affirming 24/7 like before. I'm doing it night right before sleep and when I'm driving, but I believe it's mine 100%. My question is, should I do my affirmations full on or just a few times a day? However it's suiting you, darling. How long? Okay, hang on. I affirmed. No, Neville was a master of manifesting. And by the way, everyone fucking misquotes him. So, Ali, can you please tell me who the fuck you've been listening to who reckons they understand Neville Goddard? Who was this coach? I affirmed the well and no phone, and my SP had no phone for a few days. Oh, did you, Rachel? That worked a treat. I emotionally reacted to my SP in the 3D, and now I'm in day 2, revising how it was just a bicker. That was a catalyst for change behaviour, and I've seen how it was just a bridge of instance now. Oh, good, Mark Alex. That's great. It's just a bridge of instance, that argument, to get us to here. I believe we manifest, but I think we are co-creators with God. You are God, darling. First lie the devil told Adam and Eve. Your eyes will be opened. You'll be like God. You know good from evil, he said. Yes, you'll be like gods. So you are all gods. Darling, read Neville's interpretation of the Bible. You're coming from a religious aspect of the Bible, which is a reinterpretation of the original works. Go and read the original fucking works. You're hella confused. We are all gods. It says it throughout the entire fucking Bible. If you think manifesting is evil or that there's a God outside of you, well, then start saying, manifesting is what I'm meant to be doing. I'm meant to be a creator just like God. God is in me. You can say God is outside of me and in me at the same time, but if you think something's outside of you controlling the whole thing, you won't be able to manifest shit because you think you've got fate or something controlling you or God controlling you. Go and read Neville's. Go and read Resurrection. I feel like Shelley Bullard is very much feel the state of being your desire. She's all feeling. She's almost completely LOA now. I think it as SP is a meditation camp. What? I think it, as SP is in a meditation camp working on himself so he can come back the best version of himself so he can match my queen energy. Oh, you think he's in a meditation camp? That's perfect. He can't ring me. His phone's been taken away. He's there for weeks meditating. Wonderful. That's a great reason. Hey, Loz, finally caught you on a live. Yay. Wrote my old story last night and the affirmations to overcome the bad beliefs was difficult but feel better writing the new story tonight. Wonderful, darling. Write the new story, stick to the new story. It's all about focusing on the new story. Hi, Loz. Sometimes when I affirm, I find myself having inner conversations with someone else, thinking about work, etc. My mind is all over the place. How to focus on affirming and getting into the state? Thinking about someone else, thinking about work. My mind is all over the place. Who are you having arguments with in your mind? Someone else thinking about work. Oh, okay. You're just letting your mind wander about life stuff. Well, just try and get into the Zen kind of state. Like do it as you're falling asleep. Do it as you're waking up in the morning. Do a meditation tape if you have to. Do some breath work to get your monkey mind turned off a bit. Or make sure you do the sleep tapes as well. Oh, 120 people here. Shall I ignore him in the 3D now because I want him to pursue me? The 3D version of him is not coming forward as much as I want, so I'll just continue affirming but not at all contact him. Guys, I can't tell you to contact them or not contact them. It's whether you're doing it in confidence or from a place of lack and scarcity and worried about it. Do whatever you want, darling, but it's what you're thinking that matters. Hi from Sweden. How can I reverse my breakup? I accused my sweet boyfriend of flirting with other women. He got so angry with me. He told me maybe we should not see each other anymore. That's coming from a place of you feeling not chosen by him and not good enough and thinking other girls' competition, darling. So I just want you to assume he's come back and you're better than ever. And no girls' competition. You know you're chosen. Go and do my I am chosen sleep tape and the get rid of the third-party sleep tape, please. Thanks for asking my question. For my past, everyone would stick around even if I push them away so I don't feel rejected or not chosen. There was one time I wasn't chosen, but it wasn't a pattern. Well, then don't say I'm not chosen. Don't say chosen then. It doesn't work with you. When you attract someone who told you from dot they were not interested in you, I like to write more, but my story is embarrassing. Darling, it doesn't matter what they said from the beginning. That's your belief that they didn't like you, so they won't like you. You've got to start believing they do like you and they'll turn that completely around. Start working on I am loved, I am wanted. Go and do my loved and adored sleep tape every night, darling. Loz, where are your pork crackling and wine? I used to eat them on the lives back then. Oh, yes. Well, it's only in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. I feel like I can't stop seeing someone as a threat and I dwelt in it quite a bit. I do self-concept, but I'm scared as fuck that it will play out. When I was a teen, crushes chose friends over me. Hannah, that's a whole lot of I'm not chosen, I'm not good enough. It's my problem too. You've just got to work on it, darling. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just a motherfucker because it's all about you feeling not enough in yourself. You've just got to work on it. And you say no one is a threat to me and do my banish the third-party sleep tape. SP and me had something, but there was a third party. Now third party is gone, but there is another one. Yep, because you still don't feel chosen. He told me he is interested in someone else. What should I do now? You've got the same problem as Hannah and me. You don't feel chosen. You feel girls are competition. You feel not good enough. And so they'll continually choose other people until you 100% convince yourself you're the chosen one. With any of my I am chosen, I am good enough, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm perfect just the way I am, affirmations that you possibly fucking can every day on the hour, every hour. Can I take action in 3D and invite my SP over for lunch if I feel right? Go ahead, darling, I'm not telling you not to. Loz, I took some pics for SP on Saturday and yesterday I saw he used several of my pics on his IG and Facebook. I was so happy. Oh, wonderful, darling, love that. Hi from LA, thanks for being amazing, Loz. Oh, love joy. Thank you. Hi, Loz. Just found out SP got COVID. Oh, no. Not worried about his recovery. I know he'll be okay, but how do I make this part of my bridge of incidents? I feel like it's a good time to affirm new story, any direction affirmations. We'll just say he confides in me while he's sick. While he's sick, I'm his soft place to land. I'm his shoulder to cry on. He loves talking to me while he's sick. I'm going to say we have to isolate together or whatever it is you want. Esther, a scripted SP is going to unblock me because I am good enough and he can't stay away. Oh, this is how you got him to get you unblocked. Okay, hang on. Oh, let me read it. Hang on. No, I am not blocked. Wonderful. Hang on. I scripted. SP is going to unblock me because I am good enough and he can't stay away from me. He loves and adores me and he can't forget me. I'm always on his mind. He cannot stop thinking about me. When I thought about it, I'd say, no, I'm not blocked. No, I'm not blocked. Wonderful. That's great, darling. Guys, if you're blocked, did you hear that? He loves and adores me. He can't stay away from me. He's going to unblock me because I'm good enough and he can't stay away from me. And they need to know what's going on in your life. And they need to talk to you. Okay? What does it mean, SP is me, my daughter is in me? What the hell does that mean, NJ? I don't understand that question at all. Is it really as simple as affirming wanted change in ESP, stick to a new story, drop old story, and things will automatically change in our favour? Sometimes my scientific condition blocks my imagining. Your scientific condition? Well, scientifically understand how the imagination works and go and listen to someone like Einstein who says imagination is more important than knowledge, darling, and stop thinking this isn't scientific. I'm talking about the subconscious mind here, darling. What's not scientific about this? What you dominantly think in your subconscious outpictures into your reality. It's simply how your subconscious mind works. Mm-hmm. For those of us who have bad childhood programming, can affirmations alone fix the attachment disorder in romantic situations? Stop thinking you've got an attachment disorder. Who the fuck told you you had one? You're just believing that, are you? Because some fuckwit told you you have anxious attachment style. Say that you don't have it. I don't have that. I don't know her. Stop saying you've got it, darling. Then you will have it if you keep thinking you got it. Can I ask one? Esther, dating apps is so true. It's something like 5% of the time they get swiped yes. Then what's the chances they will reconnect with that person like they did you? Slim. They are lucky to have found us. Honestly, my brother catfished his roommate once with his other roommate, and they pretended to be a girl, and it was the only girl he was talking to, and they were like doing things like to him going, oh, wow, you're so tall. And he's like, wow, how do you know how tall I was? She goes, I can just feel you're so tall through, he was like 6'5", through the pictures, you know. And he's like, oh, I didn't put my height on there. And then she's like, what are you eating? And then he'd be like, and then she'd be like, I love Chinese too. And he'd be like, how'd you know I was eating Chinese? And they're sitting in another room totally catfishing him. And the guy was so dumb. Eventually, after like a week, they came out and they were like, mate, it's us. Like, you fuckwit. And here he was thinking he was chatting to this hot redhead because he had no one else to chat to. And just proved to me how little attention they get on dating apps, guys. If they're not super good looking, I swear to you, there's a really funny video where a guy is doing what girls do on Tinder. I've got a funny video in my comedy channel about what girls are like on Tinder. And I'm like, nah, bald, no. Oh, I've got kids, no, right? And there's a funny Australian guy who does one. He's like, yes. Well, that's my cousin. Yes. Okay? Think that if you see them on a dating app, just remember they're not getting any fucking attention, and they're lucky to have found us because they're not going to find a person like you. It's very slim chances. Exactly, darling. Yesterday, SP randomly complimented my outfit. We also texted the whole day. He didn't want to stop the conversation. Oh, lovely, darling. What would be some good affirmations and opposing beliefs of being taken advantage of either sexually and or in other ways? Okay, so my body is my own. I am more than just my body. People love my personality. They love how caring I am, how kind I am, how sweet I am, how sexy I am. They love everything about me. Now, don't use sexy if that implies your body's being used. Think of affirmations and characteristics of yourself that are great. People love my eyes. They love talking to me. They love how intellectual I am. They love how witty I am. They love how funny I am. Think of all the characteristics of you that people have complimented you on the past and start believing that people love that about you, not just your body. And build yourself up with those affirmations. Well, as you said that you don't do coaching anymore, can we know why, please? Because I found it incredibly taxing emotionally, darling. I found it really hard to take because I'm not a psychologist, and every single call was like going into deep into people's childhood. Oh, actually, Pluto's Gate made a video on this topic of vain affirmations. Maybe I got it wrong. I constantly look at you, Kim and Kimberly. Thanks for everything. Apparently, Caleb's been a bit confusing lately. So I would take with a grain of salt maybe his last couple of videos. Apparently were hella confusing for everybody. I don't know what he's been saying, but a lot of people have been getting on my live saying he's confusing me. Right? But it's vain affirming he's talking about. The whole aim is to get into the state, yes, but how do you get there? You have to think new thoughts. Well, if that's thinking it in images like visualizing or imagining things in a revising way or affirming, either way, that gets you to the state, okay? Is it possible that I'm not chosen belief comes from the birth of my brother when I was 3? And the feeling I had no more of the full attention of my parents, I remember I was incredibly jealous. Exactly. That can absolutely happen. Absolutely, darling. And he got all the attention. You were like, oh, fuck, what am I, chopped liver? Absolutely, darling. So start saying, revise that whole story. When my brother was born, I got just as much attention as my brother. My parents made sure I got so much attention. I never felt jealous. I love spending time with him. I love my little brother. Nothing changed for me. Say that, darling. SP and me had something, but there's a third party. Now third party is gone, but there was another one. Oh, I said that. I did that one. Oh my God, slept in, caught you last night. Oh, thanks. I love your put down on guys on dating app. Need to hear that. Guys, seriously, I'm not joking. And you've got to remember, girls hardly ever reach out. So they have to do the reaching out. They have to do all the reaching out. If I've ever been on a dating app in my life, I've never once reached out to someone. I've actually written on my Tinder in England, I will not write first. Because I won't, because I'm in feminine energy. I'm in masculine energy if I write first. And a lot of the time they get really put off by girls writing first because they feel like it's like, oh, masculine energy, they're coming towards me, they're not doing the pursuing. So most girls don't write first, right? So they're getting less matches. Then when they do, the girls don't write to them. They have to write. And then how often do they get a reply? How often have you gone into your Tinder and not replied, even though you've matched with them? Think about that, guys. They could have 50 matches and only talk to 5 of the girls, right? And of those 5 girls, only 1 might be interesting. Then he goes and meets her on a date and she's not what she looks like, or she's as boring as shit. Cancels it. There you go. They're all gone. Cancelled out. All your matches are gone. Now, how many angry guys are on Tinder? Are you just one of these girls who's like matching with me for validation? You're just doing it for attention because they must get so many people who don't write back to them and they get shitty. There's also a whole lot of sex workers on there. And they say, if you're a prostitute, I don't want to know about you. They get tricked on there as well, guys. You've got to understand this. So if any of you have got a dating app situation, you know they're actively dating, just remember you're in the advantage being the girl, okay? Hello, dear. Hello, friends. Hello, Topaz. Antoinetta. Hi, Loz. Been focusing on my self-concept and work and money. Definitely seeing movement here. I've got a new part-time job, a new business partnership today. Oh, wonderful, darling. Did you? Oh, congratulations. Keep going. Loz, I'm searching for a job, but I'm not confident in my abilities to do the job because I don't think I'm qualified. Well, then you won't get it. I have 1 year to finish my degree. Who cares? But they rejected my application. Now I want to work my dream job. Well, of course they're going to reject your application because you thought you weren't qualified before you even applied. The amount of jobs I've applied for, I've not been qualified for. I was the assistant, the executive assistant for the London Village, the Olympic Village, during the Olympics in London. I'd never been a PA in my life. I had no idea how to do Outlook. I had no idea how to organise calendars in Outlook or how to send, and I got the job because I decided I would get it. When I got there on the first day, I had to learn Outlook. I don't know what I was doing. But you've decided you're unqualified, so you won't get the job. Can you help me with affirmations to get more confident, get my interview with companies? I'm fully qualified. It doesn't matter that I haven't finished my degree. I'm the most qualified person that's applied. That job is in the bag. I'm going to build myself and understand that I'm going to believe in me and be confident in every job I apply for. Of course I've got the job. I have to see my SP regularly, sometimes with another person. How do I stop getting triggered? Well, stop thinking the other person's even with them or that they care about them and just see you and your SP together, darling. When you see them, think, well, I created you, third party bitch. You're going away soon. Acknowledge her and banish her away. Manifesting SP and rekindling a romance that is even better than it was the first time. I can't wait. So excited for our future. Oh, wonderful, Becky. I love it. Hi, Loz. Your sweet girl here experiencing, oh, God, just jumped. Experiencing hot and cold behavior from him now. He's also a bit angry, don't know why. His text's indifferent. Any affirmations, hot and cold behavior, and him sending love messages. He's not hot and cold. I remember when he was hot and cold. I remember when he was aggro. I think he had his period. I don't know what was going on with him. There's something going on. He was obviously had something going on with his life that had nothing to do with me. Something like that, darling. He's constantly coming towards me. He's constantly messaging me. He messages me every day, all day. One more question. I realize that my brain often thinks of my brother, my boyfriend, that I bother my boyfriend if I contact him, that he's not 100% happy to spend time with me, which is not true. What can I affirm against it? He loves hearing from me. Of course I'm not annoying him. He loves hearing from me. In fact, there's a video from Create Your Future I watched this morning, and Amanda's talking about that, how the girl Amanda who runs the channel, how when she first started going out with Andrew, her boyfriend, she thought she was annoying him with messages. And so he used to say to her, I'm busy, stop annoying me. And as soon as she stopped that thinking and started saying, he loves hearing from me, he loves to hear from me, he never said it again. Right? Go and look up that video. It was her interviewing another girl, a new coach. I can't remember her name. It was a recent video. On Create Your Future. Finding, what's this? Laugh my ass off, so true. Yeah, about dating sites. Finding your channel. I've had the fastest goddamn results. I'm affirming self-concept now, first time. Oh, wonderful, Lila. You make it the best sense. I'm manifesting back after an impossible fight. I have proof I should trust. Wonderful, darling, after an impossible fight. That's great, darling. What did you do? Tell us. He's feeling jealous, bad self-concept. Yeah, it's feeling like other girls' competition and you're not enough. Other girls' competition to you in your mind. Stop saying that. I am chosen. I am good enough. I'm more than good enough. I'm so special. Who would want me? No one compares to me. Hey, Loz. So in my 3D, I have about $100 in my account. I'm relaxed, though, and say money comes freely and easily. I make money while I sleep, etc. Yes. Well, then don't worry about it. Just say money replenishes itself in my account. Every time I spend it, it comes back tenfold. Okay, come and do our money affirmations challenge in the group, darling, in the Facebook group. We're doing a money challenge this week. Just affirm, adding into our self-concept affirmations, money affirmations, okay? What do you think about Joseph Ally? He's great. On Bumble, you have to write first. See, that's why I'm not on Bumble, because I refuse to do that. I would never do it. I've never ever joined Bumble. I was only ever on Tinder. I never joined that site, because when I found out it was girls talking first, I was like, I'm not doing that. Oh, God, yes. Even the Bumble app forces girls to go masculine energy, but only being able to make move first. Damn, that crafty created up. Yep, because they don't like it that the guys are at the mercy of the fact that they have to do it first and then making the girls do it, which is total masculine energy. Actually, when I think about it, he is cold, but also in many ways I do see him conforming. Certain things have changed. You would only see the certain things that have changed and stop seeing the cold. Only see the good, darling. Remember to focus on those. Exactly. I created that too. It works. Yes, guys, focus on the good only. See only the good news. You said don't feel guilty. You deserve it. Oh, wonderful, darling. So nice to see you. Oh, hi, Laura. What would your top 4 affirmations for attracting someone you haven't spoken to in years, no history or relationship? Well, just imagine you're together. You've got to imagine you're together. We love being a couple. He loves being with me. He loves being my man. We're so blissfully, happily coupled up. Things like that, if you've never spoken to them, never seen them, imagine you're together, darling. Hi, Loz, glad I found you. Caught one of your lives. I've known my SP 10 years and he's never been in a relationship and still says he never wants to be in one. Keep getting movement for when he says we are mates. Oh, okay. So if you're getting friend zoned by him, darling, he says he doesn't want a relationship, you've got to understand that you think of yourself as a mate to him, even though he's saying it, you're doing it. I've been doing self-concept before you say anything, but mostly self-concept and some SP affirmations for a long time. Advice, please. You've got to do a whole lot of I am chosen, I am good enough, I am the girlfriend. Of course I'm the fucking girlfriend. He's so sexually attracted to me. Okay? You've got to do a whole lot of chosen ones. And I'm enough. And I'm attractive. And I'm sexually attracted to him and he's sexually attracted to me. We're both as sexually attracted to each other. He sees me as more than a friend. Mm-hmm. Can you explain why sometimes snippets of the old story come up as I'm falling asleep or just waking up? It's probably because your mind, you're not controlling your mind and it's being slipped out. Don't worry about it, darling. Don't give it any bad meaning. What does it mean, SP? My daughter is me? My daughter is me? What do you mean, darling? It just means specific person, like your boyfriend or girlfriend or ex, okay? I manifested not feeling jealous anymore. I trust myself. Even though I have doubts, I'm learning to affirm properly. I just keep affirming. He came in so fast and got a bit nervous working on self-concept. Wonderful, darling. Keep going. Thank you so much for your answers. You're changing my life, and I'm so grateful. Oh, Joey, you're welcome. When revising story about SP, what will SP remember? Will it change his memory of what happened? Yep, for some bizarre reason, it absolutely does. Please, Loz, do a group coaching soon and quickly because I need to work with you. Okay, do it. Mark, I used to be such a cocky kid and I was with my childhood sweetheart for a decade. I always said my SP was obsessed with me. I didn't even question it. 2 years on, I'm still contacted always. Oh, wonderful, darling. Well, always be the cocky kid if you were. Keep that up. Works. I just affirm over it if that happens. Wonderful, Laura. Do it. Hi, Andrea. I've been falling asleep to your I am chosen meditation and my self-concept is improving so much. Oh, Andrea, you've got to put your request for manifestation buddies in the Q&A forum, okay? Or there's actually a thread called manifestation buddies in the Facebook. I can't approve that post, okay? Look up manifestation buddies hashtag or just those words in the Facebook group. You'll find the thread. I've been falling asleep in your I am chosen meditation. My self-concept is improving. Oh, wonderful. Improving so much. Wonderful. Upgrade to Life On has said that affirmations are not as effective as visualization. Upgrade to Life On has said. Who the fuck's that? Never heard of this channel. What, thinking's not as effective as visualizing? Well, if you think it's not, it won't be. It is for me. Who is this fuckwit? Do you have to read a perfect partner list every day? No, darling. Other coaches say write it and forget it, but you do not have to affirm it. Guys, who are you watching? You've got to persist in your thinking. You can read it once. You'll probably forget what's on the list. You can read it once if you really like me. You've got to step into the state of I have that guy with me now. It's not the reading of the list that matters. It's you believing you're coupled up with someone. It's being in a couple at all times that matters, not the list. Guys, if you want to be with someone, imagine you're in the state of being with someone, whether you're single right now and not with your SP and they're an ex, or they're a brand new person you're single, you want to be in the state of in a couple. Whether it's reading the new story of your SP, reading the Perfect Man checklist, imagining it in your mind with visualizations, falling asleep as if they're there, affirming, whatever it is, you're getting to the state of carpooled up. That's what matters. Letting it go won't do fuck all. I replaced my SP affirmations with money affirmations, so I know it's done now. Just live them in the end and hella self-concept. Oh, wonderful, darling. An upgrade to life. I don't know who the fuck this upgrade to life is. Said affirmations are not part of Neville's teaching. Okay, Neville wasn't a huge affirmer, but he did talk about mental diet, which is affirming. It's thinking. Does this fuckwit understand that affirming is thinking? Does he also understand that Neville had a whole lot of affirmations that he used to teach his people? And he also had mantras that no one knows about that he used to teach his inner circle, just to throw a blanket over their head and teach the mantras? Do they know that, or are they just talking out the fucking asshole? Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. He's got a whole fucking lecture on that actual affirmation that worked for everyone in the world at one point. He does believe in affirmations. He just doesn't talk about them as strongly as Joseph Murphy. We're both taught by Abdullah. Who is this fuckwit you're watching? Guys, don't come in here and start arguing with me about some fuckwit you've been watching. If you want to watch Upgrade to Life, whatever the fuck that is, I've never even heard of this person or this channel, then keep watching them. But don't come in here and start arguing with me about Neville's teachings. I'm one of the few people on YouTube who fucking understand Neville better than anyone, and you're coming in here and telling me what some fuckwit I've never heard of tells you about affirmations. Tell that fuckwit to get on live with me, and I'll argue to the cows come home about how Neville actually did teach affirming. He just didn't talk about it a hell of a lot. He was more a visualizer, but he also spoke about mental diet all the time. I've never heard of this channel in my whole life. If I haven't heard of it, it's probably not very good. If it's not Sammy Ingram, if it's not Kim Belez, if it's not Manifesting with Kimberly, if it's not Joseph Ally, if it's not Create Your Future, don't watch it. Because they're the only channels I would recommend you watch on YouTube. And Caleb's got all confused apparently lately, but I would watch Pluto's Gate as well. But I don't know who these fucking people are you're watching. Anyone can start a YouTube, guys. You can start one right now. Start and talk out of your ass as if you know what you're talking about. Does this person actually know what the fuck they're talking about? Probably not. Thanks, Lodge. You changed my life. You're amazing. Thank you, Anna. How do I get rid of the old story and third party is taking my man? I'm trying, but it comes up from time to time. It will if you feel unchosen. It will if you believe they don't love you. It will if you believe you're unwanted in general. So fix that. Banish the third party from your mind. Go and do my banish the third party sleep tape and start working on feeling chosen enough, please. And banish that bitch from your mind. Whilst I keep going to the state of having SP back but have doubts, is that normal? Yes, guys, you can have doubts, but don't stay there all fucking day because doubt is the devil. Hey, Lois, there are times when I affirm for an ex. I am relevant and sometimes it slips to irrelevant. Why though? But I keep on affirming. I am relevant. I'm irrelevant. I don't understand what that means. Well, stop thinking you're irrelevant, darling. I don't understand that. I've been saying all those laws. I did get movement a few times. He was flirting with me the other day, and a couple of days later he said, we're just mates again, despite my mental diet being good. Probably because as you were flirting, you started having bad thoughts like, oh, God, I hope this lasts. I hope he means it. What fearful thoughts were you having whilst flirting or after you're flirting? How do you take them off the pedestal? The only way you can do it, guys, is to build yourself up. You can't really tear them down unless you write a shit checklist like cons, all the cons about them. But who would want to do that with someone they love? You've really just got to build yourself up. I'm not arguing. I love you. I've literally never heard of this channel. I've never heard it mentioned. And I've heard a lot of channels, but I literally never heard this person. So who the fuck are they? Oh, Neville this, Neville that. Really? Even Sammy gets Neville's stuff wrong. She says, oh, Neville says you should be able to manifest in 3 weeks. Does he, Sammy? No, he means Trinity. He means it's done. He means completion. What do you mean? Okay? And I love Sammy, but I'm just saying that's not what 3 weeks means. Okay? I only watch you, Kim, and Joseph, ally now. I'm not arguing. You asked. You said affirmations. What? You said that affirmations don't work. I've never said affirmations don't work. Darling, don't misquote me, please. Caleb was confusing himself. I asked a question on his live without understanding my question. He was bashing me. Oh. Look, guys, sometimes coaches will get on and start discussing what they're thinking about. They probably shouldn't be on a live or on a video if they're still mulling over what they're discovering because it will confuse people. So I think that's what's happening with Caleb. Because you can learn new things and discover new things. I'm doing it all the time, but you've got to be careful about the way you convey it. Otherwise, you'll kind of confuse everyone else. I love your rants, the best. They always get me right through the blast. They blast the doubts out of my head and like a machine gun. You actually so the best. I love Create Your Future, especially Katie, Arnie, Amanda, and Megan. Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, Loz. I'm focused on self-concept highly and throwing in SP stuff when he pops into my head and reminding myself the old story is the old story. Wonderful. Feeling good recently and reminding myself that I'm worthy as I am. Wonderful that you're worthy just as you are. That's a wonderful affirmation. I'm worthy just as I am. In fact, I'm fucking perfect the way I am. No one's more perfect than me. God damn it, I'm perfect. Good morning. I've not seen you for ages. Literally had so much movement. Everything same. My mind happens pretty much instantly. Oh, does it, darling? Masterful. Thank you for answering my question. I found you 3 weeks ago and I've already learned so much about myself and I realize everything I've assumed and visualized all these years. I have it. Love you. Oh, wonderful, darling. Right. Yes, I love Dylan James. Oh, yeah, but he hasn't made a video in ages. Where are his videos? I love you. How to stop thinking it's too good to be true. Stop saying it is. God, that was every second call I had. People said, I just thought it was too good to be true. He came along. He was so wonderful to me. I thought, oh, this is too good to be true. When's it going to end? That's you thinking you're going to get abandoned or rejected, or you're not going to get the love you need and it's going to be taken away because you've got a dominant belief that things never work out for you. Stop thinking that. I said in my mind, SP is getting a pay rise and passing his driver's license. Now he's doing his driver's lessons and been offered a pay rise. I've glowed up financially too. I have a new job and started a new business. Oh, Laura, wonderful. Congratulations. Can I affirm that we're in a happy, committed relationship at the same time that he's pursuing me? Yes, darling, because I'm always pursued. Absolutely. Do they contradict one another? Well, he'd be pursuing you if you're in a relationship. Makes sense. Hi, Loz. Can you tell everyone about the 3 years old dead news? It's like an old newspaper from whenever Titanic sank and you're looking at it and going, oh, my God, the Titanic sank today. And it was like 100 years ago. That's what you're looking at when you look at the 3D. It's your old thoughts replayed now. Like you're watching a rerun of Family Ties or you're watching Growing Pains or some shit and you think that Michael J. Fox is really 25 when really he's 50 and he's got Parkinson's. You know what I mean? You're looking at the old TV show and you think they still look like that. It's like watching Full House and thinking Bob Saget's still alive and he died yesterday. You're watching Full House going, oh, isn't Bob Saget great? Wonder how he is these days. And meanwhile, he died yesterday in his hotel room. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's like. You're watching a rerun on television of something that was done ages ago and you're reacting to it, but it was done ages ago. It was your thought from ages ago. It was recorded in a studio in Hollywood 30 years ago when the Olsen twins were about yay big and Bob Saget wasn't dead. Understand? Poor Bob. Maybe rest in peace. It was a terrible analogy, but you know what I mean. Create Your Future keeps mentioning LOA too much, puts me off. Dylan Jones is fake. I saw him from the beginning. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, mate. Yeah, they say LOA. I think that they do it for the algorithm, to be completely honest with you, because they're not teaching law of attraction at all. I would never have got here without you. I have the confidence to start my own business. Oh, wonderful, Laura. I would never have got here without you. Oh, wonderful. Yay, darling. Oh, your business is booming. Loz, what would be the opposing beliefs for being taken advantage of sexually? I saw that one. He's coming back, Dylan James. He said he's been busy building empires. He's going to have new content this year. Oh, building empires, is he? Oh, Jesus, he's cocky as hell. Building empires, is he? Well, I hope he improves his fucking email coaching. Our mental diet is crucial. It's just like dieting or exercise. You have to be consistent. You have to do the work. You have to cast down when the shitty thinking shows up. My SP came back after 3 days after listening to I'm Chosen affirmations you made. Also love your energy. Oh, Mary Jane, wonderful, darling. Kelsey, self-concept so high, I'm not even affirming for SP anymore. I just think he'll be coming back because I'm loving myself. It's the best place to be. Still want him back. Look, guys, absolutely the best place to be because you won't be a needy energy. You wouldn't put him on a pedestal. You've torn them down. You put yourself up there. It's great. The best place to be. I only listen to Laws of Manifesting with Kimberly and Sasha. Yes, Sasha. I am Sasha Official. She doesn't have a YouTube. She's on TikTok. The more coaches we listen to, the more we open the door for confusion because of their take of law of assumption. Yes, guys, look, there's only a few people who all talk the same. Right? And some people get confused and then you get confused. And I'm not bitching about anyone. You can go watch whoever you like, but if you're starting to get confused, think about, am I getting confused here? And I love your way of thinking. You're so smart. Oh, Matilda, thank you, darling. What would you think if someone never blocked you from seeing their Facebook profile but had blocked you from Messenger and communicating with them? It just seems a bit mind game-ish. You're not blocked the profile. We'll just say they're constantly communicating to me and then you got rid of that block about the communication. It's just something where you feel like they're not going to communicate with you or something, darling. Or you just feel they don't want you deep down. Got to go back to work. Love from Sweden. Tonight I'll be listening to the sleep affirmations, eliminate third party. When will you go live next time? Live for your live for your lives. Oh, thank you, darling. So I go live again tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST, which is Tuesday for the Americans, but tomorrow for the Europeans and Australians, okay? Love, Dylan was awful and aggressive, telling a woman that men must earn big money and pay a woman's bills. Oh, was he just? Okay. Anyway. Loz, all I seem to watch in my free time now is you. I've been binge watching all of your lives, loving it and appreciate you so much. Oh, Alyssa, thank you, darling. Hi, Loz. Manifesting an SP, an ex-girlfriend from over 11 years ago. We're in no contact. Haven't been in touch since. Bettered my self-concept for a year, though. Suggestions, affirmations? Well, just imagine it together, darling. Don't worry about the 11-year gap or the time difference or the amount of time it's been. Time is not an obstacle. It doesn't matter about the time. I've got people back after 6 years of no contact, okay, and different continents. Don't worry about it. Don't see it as an obstacle. We are so blissfully, happily together. The time just made our hearts grow fonder. The distance made our hearts grow fonder. She's been thinking about me for 11 years. Hi, Loz. I'm spiraling so hard. Haven't heard from ESP in 4 days. 4 days, darling. Why are you freaking out? I see a third party posting a song for him. I had so much movement with ESP and now I'm back to the old ways. What to do? Well, stop fucking thinking that's third party. Guys, the amount of times I've heard stories where someone's thought it was a third party, okay, and it's a girl taking a Tinder photo for him in a group and she's a lesbian. Or it's some bitch he met at a bar and he's not interested in her, but she took the photo and posted it on her Facebook and you've seen it, right? And he's been tagged, but he's not interested in her. You've got to stop reading into what you're seeing. You're reading into it and giving it meaning. Fucking stop that. It's just some dumb bitch. He doesn't like her. He wants you. I mean, he's never blocked me from seeing his Facebook profile. Yeah, so you've got to think about he doesn't want to contact you. That's what it is, darling. Get rid of that belief. He never gave my friend her coaching. It's been 6 months and she's emailed him constantly, no answer. Yeah, that's happened a few times. I've had a few people contact me about it and I've said, I don't know what you want me to do. You need to go to PayPal. So she just needs to go to PayPal and ask for her money back. Really? That's really unfair. 4 days, try 4 years. What's this? Bye, darling. As I wrote your lives and videos, I can't be without them. And you, get ready for you first Swedish Arabic wedding. Oh, Swedish Arabic wedding. Woo! I'm casting you on my big screen. Bloody awesome way to watch you like you're talking right to me. Oh, no, how embarrassing, darling. My mum and I only watch you. When I got her into you, I warned her about the shouting, but she obviously loved it, and she said, you're no nonsense. Oh, great, Mark. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, some people don't like the shouting. I think some coaches just care more about being the most famous coach on SM. What's SM mean? Than actually helping anyone. Well, look. Can you change the results of a bad test? Just imagine the test results were wrong. Oh, they got them wrong. That was the bad test result. The wrong result came out. I don't believe that. It's not negative. It's not prognosis negative. It's prognosis what I want it to be or whatever it is. Just say you've got the outcome you want. I got the test result I wanted. It's this or that. I reunited with my SP after 26 years. Doesn't matter the time frame. Yes, Paula, exactly. Loz, I feel very old around a 15-year-old guy. I'm 30. It's getting worse every day. I think about how old I am. It's hilarious. Stop saying that, darling. Stop saying you're old. 30's not old. Jesus Christ. How to manifest away a parking ticket. Just imagine you never got it. You never parked there. You parked somewhere else. You didn't park there that day. You parked somewhere else and you put the money in and you came back on time. Have a whole visualization about how you parked somewhere else and then imagine you never got that ticket. Go and revise it. Originally, I wanted to be back in a relationship with SP, but it's been so long and he showed me such an ugly side of him. I don't feel I could ever trust him again, but I do miss him and just want what? Well, darling, look, if that's how you're feeling and you don't want them anymore, sometimes you really don't want them anymore. And sometimes they will show up an ugly side and you think, this is a side of them I never saw. I've obviously created this, but I really don't like it. It's up to you what you decide. You can change it, but you want to be friends with him again. I don't want him to be with anyone else. What's going on? No, what's going on there is you want him still. You just don't want him to be with anyone else because you feel like it's impossible. You feel like you failed. You feel like you can't change it. So you don't want him with anybody else, but you've seen an ugly side of him, but you can't, in your mind, you feel like you can't manifest you being together. That's all it is. You're angry at him. You're resentful for him. You're resentful for the way he showed up, which is just you believing you can't change him. Guys, if you're ever feeling that way and you're really hating your SP and you're thinking of giving up on them, sometimes it's because you think the whole situation's hopeless. It's not because you want to give up. It's because you're looking at the situation as hopeless and they're turning up like you see you next Tuesday and you can't see them any differently. Is it that? Because I've noticed when I become anxious to reach out to my SP, if I do talk, when I'm feeling that anxiousness come up, it's not natural. It's natural, not forced. Guys, you've got to not ever call them or text them if you're feeling anxious. Don't even send a text if you're feeling anxious. Don't send it. Wait until you're feeling confident. I'm not joking. It goes right through the fucking phone. Congrats for 70K on TikTok, 100K soon. Oh, thanks, Alicia. Yeah, I got to 1 million likes the other day. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, God. I mean, I wasn't posting a lot over Christmas, and this year I really slowed down. I started doing like 2 a day, and I know Sasha does like 6 a day, and a lot of people do 6 videos a day. I just couldn't. I didn't have the time, and I just didn't have the energy, and I just didn't care enough. But recently I'm like, look, I need to get more snippets together and put more on my account because it's just getting slowed down. So that's why I've been posting more lately. Thank you, darling. He stopped talking to me 4 months ago without saying anything. I took inspired action, sent him a New Year's message, and he replied. And now if I text him, he reply, otherwise not. Well, stop assuming that when you text, he'll reply, but he won't reach out to you, darling. Stop giving it bad meaning that you have to reply. You have to send out messages, he won't reply or he won't instigate. Being clear, I wasn't urging, I love your teaching. I meant upgrade to life was the one who said affirmations don't work. Oh, right. I've never heard of this channel. Upgrade to life. Never in my life heard of this. You asked who was saying that, so I'm telling you. Oh, right. Okay, got it, done. Got it. Didn't mean to go off my brain. I just don't like it when people misquote Neville because then they're telling people the wrong thing. Like saying 3 weeks. He didn't say 3 weeks. He didn't mean 3 weeks. The Bible doesn't mean 3 weeks. Lodge the courts. Oh, God, I feel awful today, but thank you. What are you putting in your drink? Glowing as fuck, queen. Oh, actually, you know what I do put in my coffee every morning is collagen powder, which apparently is a placebo, but I put it in my coffee every morning. Apparently it doesn't do anything. How do I revise something never happened? Because if it never happened, there's nothing to imagine. Now, you go back to the past and imagine when it happened, then don't imagine it happened anymore. So when I feel that anxiousness, it's almost like that it's the masculinity creeping up. I step back and let some time pass while still affirming and working on me. Wonderful, Paula. That's great. Rianne, now I think that's why I'm thinking. What do you suggest if people are still angry and resentful, but sometimes you want them and then sometimes you don't, or don't want them to be with someone else? So if you've got a situation where your SP has turned into a complete see you next Tuesday and they're turning up as someone that you just don't even recognize, you've got to understand that you've caused that. So if you've fallen out of love with them or you're looking at them completely differently and you think, oh, my God, he was never like this. Who is this guy? He was so great in the beginning. You've really got to take full responsibility for it. And I know it's so hard, especially if they've blocked you or they've been nasty to you or they've completely done a 180 and changed or they said, I don't want anything to do with you. You're like, oh, but you've got to recognize, when was I thinking this might happen, or when was I thinking he didn't love me, or when was I thinking this would never work out, or when was I thinking he wanted to be a fuckboy and go on Tinder? When was I thinking that, oh, I thought it all along, the whole relationship, I thought he didn't want me. Oh, wow. I did this. I've got to go back to the wonderful guy he was at the beginning or give up on him, one of the two. Guys, if you can't drop the old story, that's when to give up. If you really can't see them differently, that's when you give up, because it's up to you and the onus is on you to change that story. And if you can't change it, you're screwed. Unfortunately. My SP is so sweet to me. He gives me reassurance when I don't even ask. It's brilliant. It's things like I'm not interested in her, etc. He goes out of his way to let me know it's just just me he wants. Oh, lovely, Laura. It's just me he wants. Oh, lovely. How would you overcome the feeling if you're struggling to change the story with your ex? I feel that way, hence focusing on my self-concept rather than SP. I'm not sure I want him anymore. He calls me daily. Okay, so you've just really got to focus, as well as your self-concept, on the new version of him. He's this to me, he's that to me, he treats me beautifully. When he texts me, he sends me such sweet texts. He's so romantic and so loving and so this and so that. Because if he's pissing you off, you've got to change the story about him completely. See him anew, a whole new man. The only video I would recommend by Manifesting with Jasmine, who I don't recommend a manifesting video, she has a very early video where she's got a man in a box, right? She talks about it like build a man. And she talks about you're going to sticky note him with all these new assumptions about him, all these new characteristics. And that's why Amanda on Create Your Future has Jerry, you know, the little doll. You've got to think of them like a little doll in a box or a little teddy bear, and you're telling them how they're going to be. And I know that sounds fucked up, but that's kind of what it's like. Okay. My SP said he is not into me and blah, 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 but I see him every day. If you don't think he's into you, darling, he won't be. If you think you're not attractive to him, you won't be. If you think he's got other choices, other options, he'll have them. That's you feeling not good enough and not chosen by him, darling. You've got to work on your self-concept. You've got to see him loving you. Yes, thank you. I'm struggling with revision. Any tips? Well, don't do it if you're struggling, and stop saying you're struggling with it. Guys, if you can't use revision, if you find revision hard, because a lot of people do, don't use it. Just affirm and just visualize instead. But the best way to do it is to go back to the scene in your mind and change what was said and heard. Change what you saw in a little tiny section of the snippet of what happened. Not the whole thing that goes on for an hour, just a little snippet of what he said, what you said, just change it. 60 seconds, right? Hi, Loz. I would like to ask what tools to use to get rid of the old story. Write the old story down, go burn it. Get rid of it. Write everything down. Or just write a few things. Or write the old version of them, go burn it. Seriously, ceremoniously burn it. It feels good. Or rip it into 1,000 pieces if you live in an apartment, okay? Don't want you burn your house down. And then while you're getting rid of it, while you're ripping it up, say the actual opposite of that story. No, he loves me. He's always loved me. He couldn't be without me. He needs me. I'm his whole fucking world. Lows, I think I've spiraled because I've been working on self-concept so hard and been ignored for 2 weeks. Maybe I expected faster results listening to all these success stories. Guys, a lot of people read success stories and get thrown, and then it throws them because they're seeing everyone else getting success and they think, why not me? Okay? If you're on a diet at the same time as all your friends, you'd all be losing weight at different times. You can't compare yourself to everyone else. You're in your own bowling lane, Marie. Just stick to your own pins. Otherwise, you'll be bowling your ball all over the place and hitting everyone else's pins, and you won't be winning the game. Stop looking at everyone else's fucking bowling lane. I'm not sure what I did to him. Oh, Laura, I love that. Loz, I'm very glad I caught you. Oh, Simone. Rachel, there are meditations on YouTube that help revise that if you're struggling. Oh, are there? Oh, good. I think someone put one in the Facebook group the other day. I've done the burning thing unconsciously one time, and after 2 days got a big breakthrough. That one is good. Oh, did you, darling? Oh, wonderful. It's 5 a.m. here in America, and I'm sitting in my chair pruning my dozen roses to give a longer life. We do the same thing with our lives, self-concept, prune our shitty thinking. Guys, exactly. That's what Neville calls pruning the vine. Okay? You don't allow a vine to take over the trunk of a tree and go into the branches and strangle the tree. It'll kill the tree. You've got to go and get your secateurs, your scissors, and prune it away. Stop any of the shitty thoughts, the weeds that are growing in your mind. Don't let your garden be overgrown with weeds. That's your shitty thinking. Got to cut it away. Revise. No, he didn't say that. No, he didn't block me. No, we talk all the time. No, he loves me. And no, he didn't friend zone me. He loves me. He's sexually attracted to me. He masturbates about me furiously every night. Sammy made a really good point. Don't have that everybody but me assumption with success stories. Absolutely not, because her group had great success stories in it, but then a lot of people would get into the Q&A forum and spiral because of the success stories, and it made them feel bad. So she has to say that, because otherwise people go in the group and they get thrown. And it's happening in my group now. Okay, like I've got a lot less people in my group because I'm a lot newer. Like I've only got 7,000. She's got, however, I don't know, she blocked me out of the group and they culled a whole lot of people. I don't even know why I was kicked out. It's because I was in the other group. I was in the other coaches group, and everyone in the other coaches group that defected or chucked out. So I have no idea what our bigger group is now. It's probably massive. It's probably like 30,000 people or something, isn't it? It was a really good group. It just got a bit weird when they started kicking everyone out. I don't feel the urge to affirm for SP anymore. I'm doing self-concept and money affirmations. Wonderful, darling. Oh, that just jumped. I started affirming for a relationship again, but he should be reaching out soon, I guess. Wonderful, darling. Say he is going to be. He is. Yes, I had the same issue because I started manifesting more than 2 months ago and I got triggered when people say they got theirs faster, but I'm still persisting. Guys, look. People don't like it when I say it takes time. Some people get really thrown by it. If you want to think this is magic, it's going to happen in 17 seconds, tell yourself that. Or you can be a bit more realistic and think, how long was I thinking this shit? Oh, wow, months. Well, it might take a month. Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I don't recognise him. He's very angry. I know that I'm creating it, but at the same time, we're going through solicitors with the house, so struggling to see him good, be fair and happy. Okay. If he's angry, say, look, he was just going through a bad time, financial struggles, blah, blah, blah. He's feeling so much better in himself. He's so lovely to me now. He treats me beautifully. We're so amicable in the way we sort out the situation. He's so wonderful to me now. He's so calm. He goes through this process with me in an amicable way. We do this perfectly together. Stop seeing him as angry. I miss seeing you every morning. I'm not on TikTok anymore. Oh, no, Laura. I've noticed even talking to others hinders our growth of new stories. Guys, please don't talk to anyone about your SP. I fucking beg you. The amount of times having a conversation with one of my girlfriends threw me because they gave me stupid fucking dating advice. Oh, well, if you're feeling like that, you should distance yourself from him. Just don't call him again. Don't answer his calls, whatever fucking bullshit they said. And then I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I'd do it and then fuck my relationship up because I listened to some idiot. Loz, I've been mainly doing self-concept, change the old story, and don't even resonate with it anymore. My 3D is still catching up, and yesterday it really upset me to see, but I know it's coming. Look, guys, some of my 3D recently has really gone down the shit, and I don't want to affirm that, but I know it's because I haven't been working on my self-concept enough. I know I haven't. So I know the results are going to play out. So it's my fault. Sometimes you've really got to accept it and go, still catching up. Am I really doing the work? Am I really doing this? Am I really seeing things differently? Am I really seeing myself differently? Am I really changing my thinking? Am I really? I'm happily married to my SP and he doesn't know it yet. Love that, Anika. Hi, Anika. All right, any more guys? 129 people and I've been on here an hour and 10 minutes. All right, guys, I will put, what should I call this live? Should I call it vain affirming? SP on dating app. Okay, let's put SP on Tinder and we'll call it SP on Tinder. What else did we talk about on here? Comparing yourself. Okay, that's what the thumbnail is going to be. So we read thumbnail will say SP on Tinder, comparing yourself. Okay, so look for that thumbnail, guys. I think it'll be number 14 or something, and it will be uploaded straight away so you can go watch it. And I'm going to change thumbnail in a minute. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll be live tomorrow, which is 9 p.m. EST, Tuesday for the Americans. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. All right, see you later, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye. See you. Bye. You want to go for a walk? Okay. All right. See you guys. I'm pressing end, but nothing's happening. Why would it end? Something going on my computer. And the live won't end. God damn it.